We're going to be diving into some elements and things that you should know in Manychat. And I wish someone told me this. And this is why I'm going to be going over it very specifically with you because it is going to be kind of just like aha moments where you could utilize the software to your advantage and other people don't know about it. So let's get started. You're going to hit new automation and start from scratch. And why we're starting from scratch is I want to show you from building your own to copying mine and how you could play around with it so you know exactly how it all works. So a trigger is when you set up an automation, you're telling this machine, this software to do what next. So if a user comments on your post, on your story, this is what you're going to be sending. So I typically use comments on my reel, replies to my story, and sometimes my messages. It depends on what I'm trying to do. Um, if you do lives often, I recommend that. I don't really use the other two, but hey, you could always play around with it. So let's just do these for example. A user comments on my reels. Let's just say all of my reels. And I'm doing the same like my freebie, right? Let's say my master class. And my specific keyword, let's just say masterclass. And hopefully, there's not a lot of people who are messaging you masterclass in your DMs because it's going to trigger this. So if you don't want to use masterclass, completely fine. Do something very unique where you won't have people saying very like the same specific stuff like info, guide, like things that are commonly used. You want to kind of stray away from that. Or else it's going to keep sending people automations and they're going to know that it's a robot and it's going to get annoying. So come up with a keyword that is actually not used so frequently. Next is this is what's going to happen. So when someone comments masterclass, ManyChat is going to respond back. So I like to say, you keep it like that, and I put check your request folder, and I'll just kind of you could copy, how I have it. But it's because if someone's not following you, it goes to their junk mail. So I'm letting them know, hey, just keep a lookout at your request folder so you can see the info that you're asking for. So let's just say save. And then the next trigger would be, let's say you're having it on your stories, right? Whether you're uploading your reel to your stories or you're just coming up with your own story saying, hey, I just created a masterclass, comment masterclass to get that information. And delaying automation means like I would wait 0 because you want to send them the message immediately. And then I react with the heart so they know that, hey, I saw it. And same thing, your trigger word, any specific words like we're saying masterclass. Save. And then let's say a user sends your message. So you would probably use something like this when, if you, let's just say in your bio, you have comment info for more info. Um, you would do something like that. Or also, in case anyone does send you the Reels CTA, your call to action to your messages, if you want to do that. So that's why mostly I stick with post or reel or stories. They're totally up to you. So if anyone messages you masterclass, it will trigger to have your automation send them the next steps, right? So the next steps, let's go over condition. Condition is if something happens, what's going to happen after? Like, so after someone comments masterclass, like we were saying, what's going to happen after? So the condition is, and this is my hack. I want them to follow me. So first, I want them to follow me because if they don't follow me, it's going to be in their junk mail. So I want them to follow me. So I'll say, hey, if this person follows me, then I'll send them the message, what they're looking for. If they don't, then you could put like If you want more information, make sure to follow me and tap on following below. I'm following. And so the next action, again, I would go back to condition and do the same thing. Because now, if they're following you, you're going to be sending the message, right? Hopefully this makes sense. If it doesn't, I'd be happy to explain. So someone comments a keyword. Are they following you or not? If they're following you, we're going to send them up here with information they need. Info they need. And if they're not following you, you're telling them, hey, I can't send you any more information, but go ahead and follow me and tap on following below. It's going to go through this condition again. And if they're following you now you're going to send them this information. Once it clicks. Okay. And here is where it gets kind of fun. So info they need, you could put anything like tag below to get my freebie, anything you want. You write your text there, and the button could be to your Stan store, to another text if you want. You know, typically I'll put it to a link. Oh, not that. So let's say this one, when someone clicks freebie, and you could tie it to open link. So let's say someone clicks this link and now it's going to go to my Stan store or your Beacons or whichever website you have or your Google Docs. So let's say your link URL, Stan store. And so what you're doing is you're telling them to click on this link, right? And I like another thing. So another action you could do is tags. So when you click action here and you add a tag, say, did they click my freebie? So if anyone clicked this freebie, now I'm tagging it. So let's say me, Vivian, I click this freebie. Now Manychat will know Vivian clicked this freebie. And the next steps could be a condition with a tag. So if Vivian clicked this freebie, I could go then and say, let's say an instant message or Instagram messenger and say, I'm so excited. Hopefully this freebie brought you value. Well, I don't want to add a button. So what you could do is data collection. So that just means you could ask a question. Do you have any questions for me? And so what I'm doing is I'm having it open-ended and having the person respond back. So you're not there following up with them. Let's say you don't want to message them right after. Then you could also do something called smart delay. And the most you could do is 23 hours. So 23 hours from exactly when they got your freebie, you could message them this below. I know this is a lot of information, but hopefully this clears a lot of things. It's really fun to play around with. So let me kind of go over some extra things. When you're sending a message, you could do the link again, simple buttons. You could do multiple links, multiple buttons, add another button, add another button. So say this is your freebie right here, your first button. And second, it could be your upsell, right? It's like, oh, maybe it's your PLR products, or maybe it's your lowest ticket item. Maybe it's to book a call with you. You could either put an image in there. Let's say it's a picture of your guide. I've done that before, and you can move it up and down. So you could put your guide picture where you made it all pretty so they have a visual. You could even put audio. I have recorded audio and put it into here. So you record it on your phone, record it on your computer, and then upload it. And so it's very personalized. So it doesn't have to be robotic. People don't need to know that this is Manychat messaging them. You could just write a simple, "Hey, I'm so excited for you to start," or "I'm so excited for you to check out my freebie." So it gets a little bit more personalized and it doesn't seem very robotic. So there's a lot of fun things you could do here. You could delay, wait 3 minutes for the next text, get their email address. I know a lot of big creators collect emails. So let's see here. They have, instead of text, they put email. So I'm sure you've seen where it's like, drop your email below and I'll send it to you. So that's another way to get the customer's information. But with that sense, you have to connect your ManyChat to your email, like to have it zap to another email. That just gets confusing. I think you have to pay more for that. So you could just directly get it to your beacons or your Sandstore, however you send emails. Those are some extra buttons that you could play with. But what's really important is using conditions, looking around to see what other conditions are there. I generally just use this and then also the follows and also the tag. So if someone didn't click on it, right? So Vivian clicked on the freebie. I'm now tagged as I click the freebie, and now I'm going through a condition. And if I click the freebie, I'm sending this message. If I didn't click the freebie, then what I would do is I could copy this again, duplicate right here, and have it connected. So Vivian didn't click the freebie, right? Maybe it sent it and then, I didn't see it. 20, I probably want to do 23 hours later because you don't want to send it immediately right after. 23 hours later, Vivian didn't click the freebie. So I'm going to send them another message saying, are you still interested in grabbing my freebie? Grab it below. So this is how you can start from scratch. I know that was a lot of information, and this is why I'm going to give you my templates. And if you have any confusion in setting it up, happy to answer any questions that you may have. Um, but yeah, this is why I love ManyChat because you're literally building a funnel within your DMs and it's more personalized than an email because you're directly being in front of these people through DMs. And I'm not sure if you knew, but the more you're in front of these people in your DMs, the more your content will be pushed out to them as well. So hopefully you found this helpful.